So it is a new mic. And it is a quiet mic. So we're compressing over here. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna pull that down to 16 dB. All right. Hopefully, is that better? I don't want to blow you guys away without your permission. Shall we do a yelling test? Yes, it's better. Yeah. Is that too much? Yeah. Just a little too loud? Nice background music you have. Sounds a bit like DRG. Yo, that's a heavy compliment, and I appreciate it. DRG soundtrack is incredible. Chad says Ricky is too quiet. Ricky proceeds to talk like a movie trailer voiceover. This summer, one man was too quiet. Alright, so by the way, Acronymus, thank you for the incredible 15 months. 15 months of subscription. So I'm going to give you your due. Welcome to the Perp Squad.
Welcome to the Perp Squad.
But then I want to make a public service announcement. So just so we're clear, this is the last stream for a while. I don't want to say, I'm scared to say indefinitely, but the reality is I don't know when the next stream will be. It's just the last stream for at least a moderate to long while. So if you want to slide in with a sub just to support myself and the continuing YouTube channel, I deeply appreciate that, but do not feel compelled. I want you to know I feel a little bit bad about you guys subbing on the last stream. Alright? So just so you know, do you have the HILDRYN helm with the pigtails? Let's have a look. Let's you and I, let's have a look. Huh? Is that it? Are we calling this pigtails? We talking months or more though? I mean, you say months, but that could be anywhere from 3 months to 11. You know, like, what are we talking here? HILDRYN is dummy thick. Here's the thing though. Everyone in chat's like simping for HILDRYN. Meanwhile, I'm all up in here going, hold up. I'm identifying with HILDRYN. Yeah, I saw the build you sent. Thanks for that. Nope, you don't have it. Oh, this one. Oh my Christ. Actually, that's not bad. She's like a Nordic shield maiden. But there's no corresponding body for that, right? Hope your job stuff goes well for you, dude. So 11 months still ain't a year. Then we'll say, all right, I'm going to say 98% it's going to be months. Yeah. She's shield mum. Not sure if this was brought up, but did you check Kira's Shorzen? That's an excellent question. Hang on, do you access the Shorzens just from here? I can't remember. I actually have no memory of how to do it. I like HILDRYN when you could stick energy siphon on her and make her immortal. Since DE fixed it, I've fallen out of love. Keck, yeah. It's in emotes, thank you. So that's just Shorzen in general. Oop. Do you like go into it maybe? Hold on. Do you go into it and then you can select? Because I have a funny feeling that I may have been given it. Change instrument. There we go. There it is. I thought so. I freaking thought so. This is probably going to be out of sync, but bear with me. See, hang on. See me right out of that sunset on your color TV screen. Out for all that I can get, if you know what I mean. Women to the left of me, women to the right. Got no gun, ain't got no knife. Don't you start no fight. 'Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. TNT, and I'll win the fight. TNT, I'm a power load. TNT, watch me explode. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, you guys get it. That's exactly it, guys. E, G, A. G, A, G, E. I taught a kid this song yesterday. Can we whammy? Oh, that's dirty. That's fucking dirty. Ooh, chords? Fucking A. Do you teach the kids non-zombie chords? Tell me more. What are zombie chords? It's got beautiful neon. You can't change the color of these, can you? Makes me really happy we can do this in Warframe. Isn't that so good? Zombie chords, the easy default chords. Well, it depends. No inversions and such. Man, they're 6 years old. They're like 6 to 10. You know? They're struggling with, hell, even the adult students. It's tough, man. Like, if you're not teaching guitar at a tertiary level, there's I almost guarantee we're never ever going to get into inversions. I actually taught some pseudo inversions to a woman yesterday, and she did really, really well, but she has a background in music. I thought they were like 16. Dude, trust me, even if they're 16, I got an 18-year-old guitar student. He's very, very capable. I can give him pretty much any, like, riffy song at least, and he'll learn it just like that. Still, inversions are a bit much for him. What's this about a laugh stream? All right. It annoys me how most who play music in public just strum the default chords, make songs just sound dead. It can. Look, I'm a proponent of. See, this is the thing. This is why I didn't get along with my lecturers at uni. They were, and I'm not saying that this is your stance. It's just reminding me. They were like mega complex just for the sake of it. I'm all about learn the basics, then add some flavor, you know? So I'll like teach, because what I do, a lot of like little finger work, adding extensions and slides and whatnot. And yeah, like, you know, not strumming like I get you. Like if they're chugging away on the whole friggin' 6 strings all the time, nah, that ain't it, chief. You know, you keep it subtle, you keep it light. Just do what you need to do. But I feel like with my piano students or keyboard students, whatever you want to call them, we do get into inversions there quite early. I don't know. I just think it makes a lot more sense. Inversions are a lot more helpful as a default tool for keyboardists. Bit of flavoring is enough. I like a little bit of paprika, you know? Make it complex for complexity's sake is stupid. Yeah, absolutely. Like if the song, like if you're playing along, you're like, it needs something, you know, then find something. It's all good. Yeah, dog. That's how you do it, baby. I prefer to call keyboards button planks. I agree. You know, they are button planks. I like that, Shawson. That's friggin' good, man. Anyway, so last stream. I'm going to break the fourth wall for you real quick. Don't worry. There isn't a future version of Ricky Summer who's actually been to the future and has come back and has found me out to be an imposter. There's not any sort of situation like that. Just hiding off camera with a plasma blaster to my head. That's definitely not happening right now.
Narc.
But essentially, as most of you know, I teach music, guitar, keys, vocals. And the store that I teach at has asked me to do some retail. So now I'm working in the shop during the day and teaching at night. Which is great. I love it. I'm spending my days, you know, talking about guitars with customers, restringing guitars, polishing them. It's beautiful. I do happen to enjoy stupid complexity. I feel like there's a subtle line though. There's nuance. For me, it's more let's experiment, let's try something weird. Blah. And then figuring out why that works. I geek out on that, you know? That's dope. So long as you enjoy what you do, Ricky. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But look, make no mistake, YouTube's not going anywhere. I really like black midis. What are those? What are those? All right, guys. What do you think of my fashion? Oh, man. About 1 million notes in a few minutes. That's the minimum number of notes you should have. That's quite a thing right there. There's this content inside you fighting to get out. There's something inside me fighting to get out. Now, this is mine. This is mine right here. What do you know about HILDRYN? I know that I'm struggling with her. You like that perfect destruction? All right. So, what I know about HILDRYN is that I think I'm struggling a little bit with rotation, and maybe HILDRYN is a bit more active than I first thought. So I'm finding that I'm running out of shields often, when maybe I should keep an eye on my shields, get to about halfway, then make sure I use pillage. That being said, pillage doesn't seem to return much. That being said, I'm only rank 11. So, what do you say we head into HILDRYN, spam 2, epic HILDRYN fashion you got, thank you. But yeah, I felt like going a little bit, you know, off-white with the situation. There's an arcane barrier or whatever the shield one is. Okay. I find the augments for 1 and 2 help a lot. Hang on, let me double check Because I'll be honest, I've been really busy. So I recorded the first half of this video, I think early last week. So it's been over a week. Oh, no. I'm almost certain I bought one of her augments. Let's have a look. What am I doing? It's upgrades. Balefire Surge. Pillage scales with enemy armor. So at low levels, it might not actually return as much as again. That's the thing. And in the video, I went into a Grenier mission, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And then I realized, they haven't got shields, you moron. So we got to do Corpus. Too long didn't read. Ignore her first until you use her for... Oh, okay. 2 spam. Use Blazing Pillage Augment for fiery fuckery. 3 keep active. 4 use when you want to keep a room locked down. Right. Pillage does work on armor, but it's significantly less effective. But... So what it works on armor is if armor is shields, but it's less effective. Is that what I'm reading into that? Okay, so I think this is actually where I'm just trying to remember what I was doing in the video. But I think that's roughly where I landed at the end of the first half of the video. That it was keep Haven up at all times if possible, and then pillage to taste. I came prepared today. I've never used HILDRYN, but I looked into her a lot. I appreciate the homework, man, you know? I respect that. Oh, man. Look at those piggy tails. I suggest reading Pillage again. So I know it interacts with armor, but the impression that I got was that it saps armor. But I'll read it again. Oh man, everyone's going the Shield Maiden. Infested will give you some trouble, but Corpus and Grenier are fine. We'll do a Corpus mission for the shields. I quite like that, actually. I like the red. Okay. Last thing we're going to do here. Let's check the profile. That's how you do it. You just phase through a wing real quick. Oh, yo, the zoom in. That's how you know. Guys, that's how you know. Equipment. Where's most used frames? So, oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Used. And then frames. Yo, the kill assist, though. That's more kills than with Oberon. Oh man, first stream. Hope you're enjoying HILDRYN. How ironic. Your first stream is my last. Welcome. Have you messed around with the void shells much? A little bit. Blazing Pillage is the augment to use. I'm pretty sure. Hang on. I'll last double check, guys, before we go into a mission. But I didn't get it for a reason.
These are our best deals.
But I have no idea what that reason is.
You have excellent taste.
Alright. Is a tier list going to be based on how fun you find the frames? That's an excellent question.
Small Kappa.
Enemies affected by Haven will be set ablaze. Yeah. That seems like the right choice. We're gearing up already. Speaking of Void, have you tried out any of the Incarnon weapons? They are insane. No, I haven't got a single one yet. Thank you for the hydrate. I need it. HILDRYN is one of the best ways to provide necromech with energy. Interesting. Interesting if true. Why is this the last stream? To break the fourth wall, this is the last stream because my job has upgraded. So now I'm working not just afternoon, evenings, but also during the day. Which is it's a great thing for me. You double gear up? Alright, buddy. Alright, let's hit Palace. A triple gear up? You guys are lucky I have 3 glasses. I can't see shit. How's the mic audio? Is it loud enough? Oh my Christ. What's going to happen to your YouTube channel? YouTube channel is going to continue as normal. So I'm sort of sacrificing the stream so that the YouTube channel can live. How you gonna play HILDRYN now, you doof? I'm a doof? But that's an excellent point. Blind gaming for real? Is blind run in the tags?
A lone Tenno operative is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm.
You ever distracted the enemy before?
Life support has been cut off.
Also, unique dodge. You know I appreciate that.
I'm sending auxiliary life support.
I actually can't see shit. Okay, let's get 3 going. And slide into the piece real quick. So, can I get some clarification on how the 2 works? It seems to follow her for a little bit. Does it affect them only on the initial cast, or as long as it's surrounding her? You guys are lucky I have 3 glasses. Riku, we are well aware you have 3 glasses. It's not a hard guess. Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually have 12. That's not true. Don't do another gear up, please. I don't have any more glasses. I just wanted to flex on you. I'm sorry. Second is based on duration. Right. So I think
Life support on the way.
Chris sent a build before that had oh no. It was plus duration, negative strength. So that works out. It affects everyone inside the field. Yo. Okay, that's good. So we keep sliding into the piece. So I get it. Okay. We're spamming 2 all day. So instead of 1 spam,
I've delivered a
like
life
I
support capsule.
thought initially, it's 2 spam.
Activating it will buy you more time.
I almost redeemed a 4th one. I don't think you physically can. It breaks one of the laws of the universe. Oh, did you see that epic slide? Like, not to be a broken record about it, but it was directly into the piece. Cease to exist, please. I can't see shit. You're lucky I'm hitting anything.
Please. Just get me down from here, okay?
Please, someone needs my help. Never mind. I feel oddly slow, you know? That poor Solaris, he'll be fine. Are some of them... excuse me. Are some of them oddly Australian?
Tenno, prepare for life support.
I have 80k channel points to spend. Well, now's the time to spend them, guys. You know? Shall we do some predictions as well? So you guys can lose all your money too? There's no point holding on to them. It's a fire sale. You get 2 spam with augment on 1 for top up from direct charge hits. He's more comparable to Rhino and Frost when it comes to mobility. Right. I do love the unique dodge though. It's a very nice one. Give me one last gambling hit, please. All right. We'll have a think about it. We'll come up with something. All right. I require juice. Sir, give me your shields. He's actually done it. Thank you for the posture check. Yo, how long is the stream gonna last? Hope for longer. Also, have you tried doing fashion on Space Mum? I made mine into Prime. I have done a little fashion on Space Mum. Remind me when we get back to the Orbiter, I'll show you. Look, we'll see how we go. There's no... a guaranteed minimum 2 hours as normal. But, look, I do have to go and do some work. But we'll see what happens. Oh, was that a side dongle? It kind of was, but not really. There'll be a gap in my heart where the stream once was. Don't worry, I'm gonna fill that gap with YouTube bullshit. Don't even trip. Okay, we seem to be surviving all right. This is a lot better than my last foray into HILDRYN. Oh, Ricky, you better be using redirection on her. Don't worry, I'm almost certain that was the very first mod I slapped upon her. I hit the roof of HILDRYN and I said, this is going to hold a whole lot of redirection. Yeah. You see that? The combo 2 slide.
This will help our cause.
That's how you do it.
Extraction is available.
Man, you ever helped a cause before? I didn't think so. The only problem is we're ranking really slow because I'm just doing like no damage, but that's okay. We're a support HILDRYN. Don't at me. Umbral redirection when DE. When D Rebecca takes her rightful place as Space Mum once again. Speaking of YouTube, one of my favorite videos was Smash or Pass. I'm glad you liked it. That was a lot of fun to make. It kind of makes me sad that there was only one. Ooh, look at these men. You ever seen this many men? It's a lot of fun to watch. It's great. She's easily one of the tankiest frames, all things considered. Dying should be hard. What about situations where shields are bypassed? Best YouTube trend ever, probably.
Most cunning founder. With my life, I protect
I'm about to end this man's whole career. Never mind. Career already ended. This is I want you to know this is actually hurting my nose. we're gonna end the gear up in a second. Alright, I need my Granum coins so that I can collect Proteas in the end game. You know, we'll switch to Kuvanukol here, just so we can, like, spread the D a bit. Ugh. Oh my Christ. Please? You absolutely love to see it. That's what we call a war crime. Ah, those situations. In those situations, the recommended strategy is to die. Noted. I'll keep that in mind. So I was musing before the stream. I realized I've entered the phase of my life. Like, remember Back to the Future Part 3? Where Doc Brown was stuck in the 1800s? And he became quite adept at fixing wagons and reshoeing horses. That's basically where I am now. I'm no longer time traveling. Don't believe the lies.
Narc.
And you know, I've found myself in the early 2020s just fixing guitars in a little shop out of the way here in a town that will one day be known as Bay City. It's poetic and beautiful, really, if you think about it. I think your nose is about an inch longer on your face than previously, so it's distinctly possible. Welcome to the reverse nose job. And avoid changing the timeline for now. Just you wait. You can't keep a good scientist down, you know? Nor can you keep a good time traveler down. Oh, buddy. Look at all these men. They're just begging to be sapped of every last ounce of shieldage. Guys, you ever been sapped before? Head to toe, glistening in the sun. I've recently learned that Zaku identifies as they, them. Yeah, I thought that was the case. And since then, I've realized biomechanical suits of armor made purely for manslaughter, war crimes, and total destruction have pronouns in it. It bothers me a lot. I mean, they were living individuals, right? So I guess it makes sense. It's not quite the same thing as Iron Man going, oh, the Mark II is a she. The Mark VII is a he. And the Mark 42 is a they. It's not really like that. It's more like, you know, Steven was a they, and then got horrifically corrupted into a biomechanical pseudo psycho suit made purely for destruction. You know, it's kind of apples and oranges. Have you checked out the new MechWarrior update with the Kestrel Lancers? That came out quite a while ago, didn't it? Was that the one where they first introduced melee? If so, then yes. I'm poised and ready for the third update, which is going to give us Like actual melee weapons. Can you imagine? I'm sad that there's no mace, but I'm pogged out to wield a sword. Did you have the choice to travel to any time? Why on earth did you pick 2020s? It's just where I was from, you know? You know, it's like that age-old story. Boy gets sucked into a time vortex in 2018. Finds himself in 2085. Realizes that 2085, due to an anomalous time vortex, is actually stuck in the year 2085 and it locked there, cannot get out. Then you travel back to your original time. The original time is now advanced to 2022. It's a classic tale. We've all been there. There's going to be a third? Yeah, check it out. I've got it, I got it primed up in my calendar to check it out, hopefully for a video. But yeah, there's that, the Kestrel Lancers. I'm given to understand that the general consensus was the actual Kestrel Lancers part of that was not great, like it wasn't well received. Because I think it was a fairly, I'm not sure if linear is the right word, but maybe limited campaign. But it did give us melee, which is very cool. And I think, like, works surprisingly well and was surprisingly fleshed out. But now there's a new one coming in, like, soon, man. Maybe a month or so. I have to double check my calendar. Could be a matter of weeks. And yeah, we're actually going to have the ability to equip melee weapons on... I can't remember if it's all mechs. I don't think it's all mechs that have melee, but certain mechs that can hold weapons will be actually be able to choose. Like, I'm gonna put a sword on my hatchet man, or I'm gonna put a hatchet on my hatchet man. Which that part isn't too revolutionary, but you get the idea. It's the choice, man. It's pretty cool. Hey Ricky, have you gotten any Incarnate weapons from the Holdfast yet? Nah, not yet. Oh yeah, that old chestnut? Yeah, we've all been there. You know, you're going to uni, college, as some of you may say. You're trying to find yourself. You get stuck in a time vortex. Take on the persona of a time traveler, and the rest is history. Sir? Can I just slot in a appreciation for the new Eximus, by the way? They feel good. Like, they feel a bit more challenging. They feel like little mini bosses now. I enjoy finding one. That's so sick. Arc Melee's had no use for so long. It's really... Look, I'm not usually into melee mechs. But, it seems really interesting. I'm very excited to check it out. So there's this small group of individuals I know down here that are actually still holding out the fort for tabletop BattleTech. Like they've got a Facebook chat just of these blokes talking about tabletop BattleTech all the live long day. It's good to see. I fear I'm not hardcore enough to really step to them. But you know, it gives me the occasional opportunity to bounce into a game shop and play some real BattleTech. I've recently learned from them that the 28mm BattleTech is a real thing. And also museum grade BattleTech, which are like they're bigger in metal. I'm just like, imagine this, guys. Imagine, like, you know how big standard Warhammer is. Imagine BattleTech mechs to scale with those, so they're actually the proper size they would be if like a Space Marine were a regular human individual. It's it's badass. Apparently, I think it's Catalyst is a company that forges the Battletech minis. They're actually toying around with the idea of releasing an official run of 28mm. I think it was 28. Maybe I'm getting my sizes wrong. One-to-one. I'm not sure if it's intended to be a one-to-one ratio, but you put one of these big boys next to like a Space Marine, and it looks right. You know, it's very cool. Top 3 Warframe now. Is that a question? Because I'll answer it. Protea. Jaya.
Support activated.
Probably Nidus. But wait for the tier list, you know? A lot will be revealed, I think. Space Marines are like over 2 meters tall, so it still might skew the perspective a bit. Yeah, that's why I sort of hedge my bets a bit, because I wasn't sure of exactly how big Space Marines are meant to be, but I know that they're big boys. But still, like, it's nice. It's a little closer, and I appreciate that. It's like going to Galaxy's Edge and getting on the Millennium Falcon. Like, do you really care that it's not exactly 1-to-1? I don't know. I haven't been. But it's close, right? Sir, please cease to exist. I don't require you here anymore. You're liking Gyre a lot. I find the internal cooldown on it for annoying makes it less synergistic than it seems like it should be. I mean, I haven't had a problem with it, but I also haven't taken a like super high level yet. Did you just see Hard Space is getting its 1.0 release next week? I forgot when it was, but it is in my list. So, I have a big Trello board where I keep track of any games that I might be interested in doing a video on, or at least one video on. I'll put in there and I'll schedule it in at, you know, roughly around the release date. So Hard Space is in there. I'd love to check it out again, because I really enjoyed that game. Such a great vibe. And you know, like, you know me, I'm a sucker for a good career mode. I'm so pog for full campaign and whatnot. I hope they go into the Machine God cult more. Yeah, I only got a whiff of the Machine God cult, but it's... like, that's my sort of shit, man. I find I'm really enjoying, like, non-standard horror. Derry! Thank you for the follow. Now, what is non-standard horror, you may ask? Well, like, conceptual horror. There may be a proper term for it, but I don't know what it is. Like, the horror of... I don't know, like alright. No, I'm not gonna give you that example because it might spoil something for the future. But just think about maybe some weird shit that could happen with time travel shenanigans. Just like things that are complete utter mysteries, and because it's a mystery and you've got no friggin' clue of what the hell it could be, it's got like this inherent horror to it. And yeah, stuff like a machine cult, the machine god cult. Like, how does a machine become a god? Like, firstly, is that even possible? And if it is, like, fucking hell, man, that's like it's creepy. And then if it's not possible, the horror factor of just a bunch of nut jobs who are so out of control, they can perpetrate shit on behalf of a machine god and believe it. That's some good shit. Sir, I require you to cease to exist. I'd love for you to exist, but I require you to not. Kinda Eldritch Lovecraft. Yeah! That's right. It's Lovecraftian in concept, which I think is actually more like... Alright, so hear me out. I love, like, creepy, all-powerful, giant tentacle gods. That's a very cool aesthetic. But, like, we all know that true Lovecraft is about the crushing insignificance of humanity against the scale of the cosmos. And to that end, something like a machine god that keeps improving itself so that it actually becomes essentially a god just because it can't be stopped and it's always advancing. That's the definition of Lovecraft, if you ask me. And it doesn't even need tentacles. True Lovecraft is about unchecked racism. I'm not sure if it's about that, but the original writings certainly seem to incorporate that. You sure would love your tentacles? Don't you? Things to which our entire known universe is as insignificant as a speck of dust. Yes! That's both horrific and awe-inspiring. I want the emphasis on the awe in awful. Sci-fi Lovecraft, best mix ever. I agree, there's not enough of it. Individuals, I no longer require you to exist. But first, I do require your shields. Give them to me. Summarily. Awful? More like awful. Exactly. Full of awe. It's times like that and I'm like, fuck yeah, the English language is dope. And then I try to spell color and I'm like, the English language is not dope. Hey, quick question. Have you tried Atlas already? Here's my favorite frame. Yeah. I've tried everyone now. HILDRYN is the last frame I needed to try. So, we've done it. For all we know, our Earth is just an atom. Part of a much bigger thing. Well, look. You know, this may be a very Facebook wine mum take, but you look at a planetary system and compare it to yo. Wait for the message to come through.
We will all share in this.
Did it come through?
Hold out as long as you can.
Yo, where's that message though? Anyway, thank you for the 10 ducats. Oh no, we're gonna find that message somehow. I may have to log into Streamlabs, but I want to read that. We'll get you. Don't even worry about that. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, this might be a wine mum take, but you look at a planetary system and compare it to atomic nonsense. You know, there's not a parallel. Ah, there it is. It's refreshing to see someone so enthusiastic about Warframe. Your Warframe videos are fantastic and heartening, especially the quest ones. Well, thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate them. Thank you for saying so. Yeah, look, you know, there's a lot of shit going on in the gaming industry. You can't deny. But you know, there's other channels focusing on that, and I'd rather let them do that. I'd rather focus on the good stuff. Which is why, you know, sometimes I feel bad, but sometimes I'll get a a key for a game that looks interesting, but it's just like, you know, I end up not liking it. It's like, it's janky and I need energy, man. All right, there we go. I failed. Yeah, look, I mean, I don't want to do a video about something I don't enjoy. And I don't want to do a video bagging something with people that are just trying to create something. So, in those cases, I'd rather just leave it alone and focus on the things that I think are really good and I'd like to recommend. Someone a little while ago said that I've got the vibe of like a dad who just wants to have fun playing games with with his kids. And you know what? I like that. Please cease to exist. Please cease to exist. I no longer require you. Alright, I'm gonna slide out of the piece here before I cease to exist. So, this is a perfect example of when I might want to swap out my my drifter school. Because as it stands, this doesn't do shit with HILDRYN because she's got no energy. Speaking of reviews, I miss Total Biscuit. He was sort of he was the pioneer of that sort of thing, wasn't he? Like the first impressions god. How far are you into the Warframe quests? I mean, we can have a look once we're back in the orbiter, but I think there's just a couple I haven't done. But if you're talking about like how far in as in terms of storyline, I've done New War. I've done Angels of the Zeraman. Hope that answers your question. When you look at the cosmic web, you realize that we are part of a big sponge in a hyper universe. Man, the internet, like, if you think about it too hard, you got some cosmic horror right there. I'll be taking my leave now. It's 4 a.m. I got to be up in about 5 hours. Please get some sleep. I've just gone 2 days with not enough sleep. I do not recommend it. 2 hours sleep and then working from 10 to 7:30 is not fun. $9 a.m. to get up? How quaint. Welcome to the musician's life. I didn't choose the musician's life. The musician's life chose me. Alright, we're close. What do you say we slide out at 30 minutes, which is right now, and we get back in?
Not do this without you.
Because I want to preserve my levels here. Let's get out of here, fam. Sleep debt accrues interest. It really does. You either crash a week later, or you get sick. And then you crash a week later. He's also one of the first big names to popularize Warframe. Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't have known about Warframe. Well, I'm sure I would have known about it eventually, but I wouldn't have tried Warframe the first time if it wasn't for Total Biscuit. I ended up, you know, bouncing right off it, but look, it still counts. Which Warframe will go into superstructures more? I mean, they're trying to go in that direction. The Warframe horror vibes have been pretty on point lately, IMO. Yeah. I mean, I feel like just the inherent underlying themes, some of the inherent underlying themes in Warframe are pretty horrific.
This looks interesting.
Most people bounce off Warframe the first 1 or 2 times. Alright, that makes me feel better. Alright, we're almost there, kiddies.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and cut down the... and make the Lotus proud.
What do you think? Upgrade Blazing Pillage before adding anything else? That seems like the right play to me. Origi, have you listened to Elbrecht's Requiem logs? I'm not sure. How much of the Warframe background lore are you familiar with? Like events, codex stuff, you know, things besides the main story? I hope, and I want to say most of it, maybe, just from the conversations we've had. Yeah, go for Blazing Pillage. Don't forget your adaptation. Adaptation is for nerds, but we'll put it on eventually. Don't you worry about that. Because we're all nerds here and there's nothing to be ashamed of. Oh yeah, the ones in the Necrolist. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, 200 heat damage, restore 50 additional shields. That's dope. Yeah, I can see how that would be a godsend. Alright, let's get those last 7 ranks. I just love how much Warframe has changed since back when I started playing. The game just keeps improving and the lore keep getting more interesting. I feel like Warframe often gets overlooked. Like, people talk about live service games, you know, fairly cynically. And I mean, of course, there's a lot of examples of live service games, you know, not doing too well. The devs or publisher making pretty shitty decisions. But Warframe sort of flies under the radar, while still being really popular. It's in this really weird spot where it doesn't get a lot of press, I think. But it is hugely popular. Well, I gotta head out. Good gaming and job stuff to you, Ricky. Thank you. Look forward to the next stream whenever it may be. I'll let you guys know. Yeah, Energize doesn't do anything to HILDRYN.
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies.
Get rid of the Energize?
Ready?
Oh, the Arcane Energize? Won't it help the squad, though?
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
I love it when the Corpus try to choke me out.
Small Kappa.
Alright. Schlorp me, please. Beautiful. You love to see it. Everyone I talk to is always like, oh yeah, Warframe, I think, played that once and have no opinion on it. That's so wild. I wonder why. Maybe their marketing needs to be stepped up. I don't know. It could, you know what? Is also probably an element of... I think the more money something costs, there's this subconscious thing of, oh, it must be better. If something costs more, it must be better. And it's a difficult bias to shake. I mean, I think I've spent like $20 on Warframe. And that's just because I wanted to get all the frames and needed frame slots. But if I didn't care about that, if I just wanted a handful of frames,
I've delivered a life support.
I didn't need to spend any money at all.
Activating it will buy you more time.
And honestly, like, you could argue, well, you've gotten a lot of stuff free with the creator program. Yeah, but like the cosmetic stuff, I really wouldn't have necessarily bought it. Like, if I was just some dude playing the game and I wasn't doing YouTube videos, I wouldn't really have bought cosmetics. I'm not that kind of guy. Extra shields is good too, but the big help from me for Blazing Pillage is the crowd control on the fire it starts. Oh, well, we didn't start the fire. So, you know, Blazing Pillage did. A person can pay 50 bucks US for plat, chip away at it on just inventory slots over several years, and get more value than games like Destiny, which charge for content that gets removed. Yes. Yeah. And, you know, it's funny. You know, Destiny's, you know, making some pretty anti-consumer decisions there. But gets a lot more press, and I would dare say that your average gamer probably knows, like, more of them know about Destiny compared to Warframe, and I think that just goes to show there's no such thing as bad press. It's true. You know, you could argue that, you know, people have a lot more people have a negative opinion of Destiny, but they are talking about it. And I've certainly found myself in a situation where for years I hear a lot of negative things about a game. And years later I'm like, man, I hear so much about it, but I've never tried it. Maybe I should give it a try. They got me. They did it. They got me, man. The negative press paid off. And it's not because it was negative, it was despite the negativity. There's no such thing as bad press. I wanted to play Anthem, so I'm assuming so bad when the trailers came out. Yeah, I was really excited for Anthem too. I guess lucky that I waited for the reviews. But I guess it's sort of, I don't know, passed me by a little bit. I forgot when it was coming out and yeah, never tried it. Nobody really cares because Destiny has made way worse decisions than Warframe. In all fairness, Destiny is absurdly polished. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I don't know. I bounced off Destiny, I think, a lot harder than Warframe. And that's just purely from the new player experience. And also, like, I may get some flack for this, but because I know everyone's got a hard-on for Destiny's gunplay, but I don't get it. I don't think the gunplay is very good.
Our operative is making progress. This will help.
It's just, well, it's not to my taste, you know?
When you need it, extraction is ready.
So, like, it was a combination of the gunplay and the fact that I just had no clue what I was doing. You know, I went through some quests. It all seemed very overwhelming. And at one point, I'm just like, I got no clue where to go next. And so I stopped playing. But, you know, I hear other people talk about it, and I see gameplay, and it goes, you know, it looks interesting. I'd love to love it. It's again, that's one of those situations where for years I was hearing about Destiny, and a lot of it was, you know, not great. But still, I was compelled to try it. They got me. Do you ever get tired of Warframe Factorio? So are you saying if I ever get tired of Warframe and Factorio? Or are you saying if I ever get tired of Warframe, play Factorio? Because I got news for you, pal. What do you think I do in my legitimate time off? All I do is play Factorio. tried Destiny and wasn't anything special to me. But here's the thing. I would love for someone to go, yo, Rick, I hear you. This is why Destiny rocks. Play it like this. Try things in this order. You know, I'd be willing to give it a chance. Because it seems to have some really interesting... Honestly, it's the lore that intrigues me, I think. Like I can't remember what they call it. It's the Traveler or the Guardian or something like that. The big ball thing. You know, that's got some cosmic horror elements. And that's intrigued me. Wait, for real? Yeah. I got like 1,300 hours in Factorio. I've just recently spun up a new game. And I'm loving it. I always play Death World. I love Factorio, but then I played Satisfactory. Initially, I didn't like Satisfactory. I've warmed to it now, but still, I think I prefer the perspective of Factorio. I think for me, Satisfactory is cool. Like, once you've built the base and you're walking around it, it's cool. But for me, it makes base construction, I don't know, just a little tedious. Because trying to build from first-person perspective, boots on the ground, is difficult. But no shade on the game, it's good. And if you want that first-person, if you want to play Factorio, but can't stand how it looks or the perspective, Satisfactory is a great alternative. Factorio is the game I launched to gormlessly stare at the screen, and I'm an engineer. That's funny because my friend Stevens is also an engineer, and I feel like he has a similar perspective of Factorio. Like, I'll show him my bases, and he'll be like, yo, that's so cool. But I don't think he has gotten very far in it himself. Project, I'm here for you. Whoa! I just got yeeted into the rafters. Destiny is genuinely good art direction, yeah, and lore, but at the end of the day, it's still an FPS game. And see, that's the thing. I mean, you guys know, like, we went through this early days of Warframe, didn't we? Everyone's like, man, I know you like guns, but use abilities, please. and to that end, like, you'd think Destiny would be a good fit for me. Still not even started with oil processing in Factorio. Quite a lot of hours into my current factory. So here's the thing. This is the struggle with me for Factorio. I so desperately want to have... Like, I want to be designing my final base from the beginning, but you can't play like that. And I'm just recently coming to terms with that fact after 13 hours, right? You have to build a bootstrap base. A base that will be demolished eventually. Once you have bots, it's so easy to wreck it and rebuild it, right? But you have to start with bootstrap. And that's what I've done in my recent save. And now I've just built my first train grid. That's another thing. I go to trains too early. I go to trains when I don't need to. But I've just built my first train grid. And it's working. It's working real nice. So we're getting there. About to go for better iron ore generation. Man, there's never enough iron ore, is there? You hate to see it. There's no maces in Destiny? That's why you didn't like it, Ricky? That's true. You're right. You're right. Yo, speaking of maces, has anyone seen this new game, V Rising? It's a top-down survival game, action RPG. I've been keeping an eye on it. It's just come into early access, and from the reviews I've seen so far, it's possibly the most polished like early access survival game release ever. It actually seems good. It's got a mace. You're a like it's a classic survival game, you know, that sort of trope, but you're a vampire. And you have to build your dank castle. You know? It's like, you may be scratching an itch for me, you know? You don't mind iron ore, but process some other ores into it? Oh, is this the, like, Angels mod, whatever you're... Yeah, okay. I haven't gone that far. I feel like I wanna master the vanilla game a little more. I want to enjoy the vanilla game a little more. I have built a rocket before, but I want to now build a rocket in a base I'm happy with that isn't just scraping by. So I admit I do this time at least. I started with a quick start mod, but that was it. Just because, like, you know, I want to skip the coal driller phase. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh my General Christ. Yo, do you see that big pump of shields? We're pogging now, boys. Yeah, Angels, I think I'm gonna go pop my save onto your Discord. Yo. So you can look at my base. Post screenshots. We should have well, maybe I'll think about it. Put some screenshots in pics and vids, and if we get enough interest, I'll pop a sub channel for Factorio, because it's one of those timeless games for me. Plus, there's an expansion coming out. You heard about this? Destiny 1 was really great, joining on day one, at least as far as the whole new player experience thing. Everything after day one always felt like it was only designed for the people who already knew what was going on. So yeah, see, that's unfortunate. But then you got the other side of it where, I'm not sure if this was always the case, but I think more recently for sure, DE is focusing a lot more on new players. And I think that's of course smart from a business perspective, but you know, you got veteran players who are not happy with that, and like you can't begrudge them that opinion. But you know, when limited resources being a thing, it is probably the better choice to focus on new player experience. And that's what I felt about Destiny 2. After, like, the initial sort of tutorial thing, I had no clue what was going on anyway. But, you know, you follow the quests and whatnot. And after that, I'm like, what even the fuck, man? Like, where's the next part of the story? Everything gets adjusted to new players, even when it makes no sense in Warframe. I have almost 700 hours in the game, and I still consider myself a new Warframe player. Exactly, there you go. I mean, I'm a new Warframe player. I said in the first half of the HILDRYN video that I feel like, in many respects, HILDRYN is the most Warframe. And the fact that I'm struggling with her is making me think that maybe I'm not very good at Warframe. This man should no longer exist, please. This is in Bush League. By the way, what's the last stream business? This is the last stream for a while, my guy. Because I'm working in the store now. Gotta leave my days free. So essentially, like, it's partially I may be working on Wednesdays. Like, it's a pretty safe bet that I'll be working at least some Wednesdays, if not all Wednesdays. So even in the case of it not being guaranteed, I don't want to be like, hey guys, this week there's no stream, and next week there is a stream, and now there's no stream. You know, I'd rather be consistent. Plus, there's also an element of me sacrificing the stream so that the YouTube channel can survive. Factorio visual style reminds me of the good old days with games like Doom 2 and the original StarCraft. Yes. Yes. But like, oh, man, so I know a lot of people like, I don't want to play Factorio because it looks ugly. I respect the opinion, but I disagree. I think it looks beautiful. One of the reasons I love Factorio was because of how it looks. But I've got a real hard-on for this idea of games that look old but play new. And you even find some examples of these games that are old, like games from the early 2000s or late 90s that you boot them up and I'm like, man, this is 90s as fuck. But you start playing and it's like, yo, these gameplay systems are off the chain. Like, this is more complex than shit that came out last year. I love that. There's the stuff that looks deceptive, that is deceptively dated. Is that the right way to put that? It looks dated, but it doesn't play dated. Love that shit. Like there was, I think that particular gaming kink of mine, if we can call it that.
Small Kappa.
Started with oddly enough, an episode of Malcolm in the Middle, where Malcolm found an old computer or something with this. It was essentially like a spoof of The Sims. But my memory is that it looked a lot more retro than even The Sims 1. Like, it was really old school pixelated. But the detail in how he could affect their lives was pretty insane. Like, it was a deep, legitimate simulation of life, but it looked like ass. And ever since I saw that episode, I was just like, man, wouldn't that be so cool? Just to have this thing that looks old, but plays like it's from the future. Same 90s complexity. Did you mean Deus Ex? It's one example, yeah. But I'm also talking about like I can't remember right now, but I'm sure there were strategy games that fit that description as well. Deep legitimate simulation of life, but it looks like ass. You speak of yes, Dwarf Fortress is quintessential what I'm talking about. Don't you kick me, sir. Please, this is a Wendy's. I'm just trying to think of examples, but even like there are examples of older RTS games that you go back and play them, and I'm going like, wait, they had an animation for this? There's shit that came out in the last 5 years where like the units just appear out of thin air outside the barracks, for example. But this thing from the early 2000s actually went to the trouble of animating the correct units coming out of the barracks in 2D pixels. They went to that trouble. I just get off on that so much. Oh, dude, I keep accidentally hitting 3 a second time. Get out of here, sir. Please? That would have been so much cooler if I didn't miss. There's a bunch of games like that. Yeah. A strategy game simply called Z was way ahead of its time. I'll have to look it up. Total Annihilation. Yes. Man, I got to Total Annihilation late. I was aware of it, but I never got around to playing it. Because, like, you know how it is. Like, you're a kid and you don't have power over what you buy for yourself. You gotta wait for mum to get you something for Christmas or whatever. Or if you're lucky and you've got enough good boy points, you can cash in your nuggies for a new game or something. You know how it is. But I went to a friend's house and he had Total Annihilation. I'm like, yo, that looks cool. That looks cool as hell, man. Years later, I became obsessed with Supreme Commander, the first one, which is, I think, to this day, an absolutely stunning game. And I think it's very telling that there's still an online community for it. But yeah, that's some good shit. Posted screenies as requested. Thank you. Look, I love Factorio porn. It gives me ideas, you know? And I love taking... See, I got a big blueprint book of other people's creations, but I don't use them. Because it doesn't feel like I'm playing the game then. To me, the game is designing your own shit. So, you know, I'll take it as inspiration, but then build something that is me. I love that shit. I mean, I love TE, but I will say the AI has the tactical acumen of a damned frog. Don't underestimate the damned frog. Porn? That's gore?
Life support has been replenished.
Maybe it's vor. When bots are involved, it's vor. I should play Supreme Commander some more. Hopefully the technology has advanced to the point that the sheer number of units doesn't slow the system as much. Maybe get an Intel CPU. Get as much clock speed as you can. But I admit I have been tempted to boot up Subcom again. And just to see what a modern system would do with it. But there, you know, there is an element of the engine being limited. I used to play, back in my uni days, I used to get 2 friends over, maybe once a month. And we'd have a little LAN party of just Supreme Commander. So we'd always play together, because we never wanted to fight each other. And we'd have the 3 of us against 3 of the hardest bots. And we'd turtle for hours, like the entire night. 4 or 5 hours. We'd just be slowly building up our bases, turtling, shields everywhere, point defense, turrets, the whole kit and caboodle. And we'd get to the point where we were just rock solid. There's nothing that the AI could do. And then we'd go, is it time for nukes? Then we'd build up our nukes and we'd finish them. It's some of the best fun I've ever had gaming. It still chugs? Oh no. Do you ever play Supreme Commander? Sorry, hang on. I'm just trying to remember what FAFS stands for. Whether you're talking about... Hang on, we need life support. Whether you're talking about the expansion or the... Oh, Forged Alliance Forever. Yes, I have played Forged Alliance Forever. Yeah, I played some competitive matches
Life support activated.
with FAF. I think I even did some videos in the earlier days of the channel when I was trying to find something other than Skyrim. I naively tried to like cast some games. But yeah, it's great that that's still around. We need a Subcom successor. We've had a couple, but they never caught on. Like, did anyone play Planetary Annihilation? Supposedly from some of the devs of Subcom. It was an interesting idea, but there was 0 faction diversity because there was 0 factions. And to be honest, I think the scale was too big. The actual spherical map was a very cool idea, but in practice didn't really work. I really wanted to like that game. Yeah, me too. I heard good things about Planetary. It's not a bad game. It's just it's not really Supreme Commander. It's quite different, just conceptually, from its very bones. And it's certainly got a lot better. But it's, yeah, I don't know. I think if you're... I know Subcom has leans more into the macro. But for me, the fun of Subcom was the ability to design, you know, like the perfect base and have some nuance in that. And there's none of that in Planetary Annihilation. Not to say that there's no base building, there is, but there's no adjacency bonus. There's really no point using the terrain because they can just go around the other side of the globe and attack you from the back anyway. So you could argue it's more realistic, but it loses something. Subcom scale and unit counts are hard to beat. It was very good. Did anyone play much of... Oh, fuck. I've forgotten what it is now. It came out a couple years ago. No, hang on. Ashes of the Benchmark. Ashes of the Singularity. I've got it. I think I've only played 30 minutes. And I'm not sure if I'm not being fair on it and I need to give it more of a chance.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
It seemed like it could have captured that scale, but I'm not sure. Alright, we're close, lords. We'll leave a mission at 30. Hopefully, yeah. Well, we'll leave a mission at rank 30, I tell you that much.
Life support has been replenished.
Alright, let me find the squad. Where is everyone? Oh. You ever ceased to exist before? Cortex Command and its successor Planetoid Pioneers seem like great bases for games, but they play like tech demos. Ooh, I don't know those ones. When did they drop? There's literally just me. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna join you, and we'll fight together.
Additional life support has arrived.
Who even is this? That's one tall lady. That is my lich. That's is the big woman here?
Narc.
Halfway there. Alright. For the sake of completeness, I should try using the 4.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Alright, am I doing it right? See, I'm not sure. Should I not leave the 4 on until I drain? I'm thinking maybe that's the case. Four is nice for producing energy. Oh yeah, of course, because it turns Yeah. It turns enemies into dispensers, essentially. Little flowers of power. But can you pick them up when you have 4 up? Let's try it. Can we... No? Oh, yes? Yeah, we can. Maybe? Okay, I'm gonna just try whenever I'm at max here. Ooh, baby. You ever committed war crimes before? Okay, then we get the energy. Okay, I can feel the loop. A mod. I mod the Balefire for fire rate too. That's good to know. Come on. Come on, sir. You hate to see it. Project, please save me from myself. Yeah, I feel like I gotta get used to timing or something here. Yo, we're at max rank. I don't want to lose it. Thank you, thank you. I see you. Surreptitiously schlorping me. Season me, please. Alright, let's get out of here.
Extraction is ready.
I love it when extraction is ready. 4 pairs well with one's augment, since the augment gives shield back on direct hits and 4 holds enemies still to get those hits with. Yes. Okay. Okay. I feel the synergy deep within me. Used to play a Russian game called Space Rangers 2. It was a space trucker simulator. A TBS and RTS, an arcade shooter, and a text adventure all rolled into one. What is this fever dream?
Another job well executed.
It's almost like Heroes of Might and Magic, you know? That was a little bit of everything. Look at us go, huh? Who'd have thunk it? That took longer than expected. But we did it. Did you see the Order Sentinel skin? What, you mean this one? Nice. Yeah, baby. All right, let's start with HILDRYN. So, I mean, I need to potato it. But what do you think of this? Of course, if I upgrade Balefire Surge. Or do I swap out Balefire for something a little more general? I go for Streamline over Stretch, but that's just me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. That actually makes perfect sense.
Not a number. Did the operator enjoy this criticism?
Yeah, okay. Let's upgrade Balefire. Beautiful. You love to see it. Never before has a frame been this augmented. Alright, let's mod these lords up.
Operator, you have remembered well how the tenant
We got some shit to do, man. What am I missing here? Hang on. Sure shot. Multi-shot. Lethal. I thought I had... My current loadout, the aura is mostly just for giggles. I love giggle auras. Okay. Both augments. Yes. Yeah, okay. I can appreciate that. Yeah, okay. Hang on, I could have... What am I missing here? Are they not, Frostbite? Oh, they're called something... They're called something different. For pistol. For whatever... I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Hang on, maybe if I just search status... Well, yeah, I want... Scorch! Yeah, okay. I guess I've just got different ones for pisties. Charge speed on the balefire to get those max charge shots out as fast as possible. Yes, I actually tried that, I think, initially. It was, what was it, like... It was fire rate, was it? I noticed that with Lethal Torrent. Okay. I think we're in a good place. I like this. Quick shot. We're almost at 20k on that charge shot. This summer. What do you think of that? Yes, deeps. You like it when I get deep. Gotta go to bed as well. Don't even trip. Get some sleep. We're gonna finish up in a hot second anyway. Hopefully my base doesn't displease you too much. You know what? Seeing that this is the last stream, I'm gonna slide in and do a quick react to your base. Oh man, that's beautiful. I love the train grid. Yeah, I want to get to that macro base strat, you know? So what I've got, imagine two of your boxes, just solar panels, is what I've got currently. What the hell is Balefire Charger? A kit gun? No, sir. She comes with it standard. Each part of the grid is 60 by 60. I think mine's a little bit smaller. I like really compact setups. That's really cool. Got deeps. This summer, one man will go deeper than any man ever before. In the city, you must fight to survive. You get it. Alright. I think we're in a good place. Emotionally, spiritually, sensually. Yep. Girl has an exalted sidearm powered by her own shields. Look at her. Man. Those are the thighs of someone who's just like, yeah, that's right. I use my last line of defense as energy. What about it? That's how you know. She's straight gonna crush you like an old lemon. Like a weak melon. Alright, we got a few more minutes to go. So I'm gonna take her out again now that she's fully ranked. And let's do like a defense. You know what? Yeah, no, let's do a defense. Is there no defense here? There it is. We'll do a quick defense. Listen! Ooh!
Python she unleashed the blokefish. Do you remember the old war, operator? Blokefish seems to have misplaced those memories.
Multipass.
Oh, damn it, it's the wrong one. Thank you for summoning the blokefish upon me. Last blokefish for the last stream. Thank you. I know. It's sad, but also poignant. It's beautiful, really, if you think about it. Remember, chat, you two can join on this mission. That's right, chat, slide on into the piece. Get betwixt our piece over here. Yeah, I see you, Shadow Wyvern. Thank you for the hydrate, too. I need it. Yeah. Nakana Tenno, thank you for the follow.
We are readying reinforcements. Keep fighting, Tenno.
Whoop! Saved it. Hypersectomy, welcome to the squad. I haven't been in this one for a while. Mm-hmm. Let's actually go. Oh, yes. Guys, the end of an era. Soak it in like a sponge. Soak it in like a sponge in a hot pea soup. Last stream ever? Not ever, but last stream for a while. So just a bit, like, I don't know what's going to happen. The stream will come back in some capacity. Maybe it'll be a less frequent thing, but you know, more planned. I'd love to do that. I'd love to do like stream events that have a little more meaning. Maybe a little more participation. We'll figure something out. I kind of miss the old Corpus tile set. Have I seen it? Is there any reference to it still in the game? With potential guest stars? If you want a guest star, by all means. Maybe a race and a clan dojo course thing? Yeah. I mean, we still have to do that fashion show that I promised all those months ago. This is the old Corpus tile set? Right. Alrighty. Love that map. Don't get to see it much. They changed it on ships. Right. Right. Alright, slide into the piece here. Let's go. Have you played the game before the Deadlock Protocol? Sorry, you have played the game before the Deadlock Protocol, no? Yeah, no. I don't know. When did the Deadlock Protocol come out? Yeah, I know the Protea quest, but I actually can't remember. I can't remember if Protea came out after I'd started playing or she was already out. And then I found out about her and I was like, yo! Protea was out before we started playing. Yeah, okay. Then there's your answer. This is actually the very first Warframe video unless you include your first foray into the game. No, I'm not including that. But the very first Warframe video I ever watched, I mean, aside from Total Biscuit, like, gushing over the game, the first video from a Warframe creator that I watched was this exact mission, this exact tile set. Which is kind of fitting, you know? It's kind of beautiful and poetic that this is our last mission. I started in 2015, but the game was an on and off for me throughout the years. I don't think that's too odd. Welcome back, Red Dragon. I will chase this man down. Never mind. He's been pogged. He shot up into the air like the Bethesda creation engine. Got a smile on my face with that story ringing. Yeah, I like that. What a time to be alive. Guys, soon, HILDRYN video, then Mag Prime, then you'll get the money. Then it's the tier list. I'm excited for the tier list. Also a little apprehensive, because I don't know, like, and I don't want to know. You don't want to go into the tier list having preconceived what tier everyone is. So I'm ready to surprise myself. But, you know, I'm going into it, you know, with a handful. You know, being fairly certain where they're going to sit. But the rest, I don't know. It's going to be a learning experience for all of us. You know, and then, you know, I've become quite adept at shoeing horses and repairing wagons. It's just how life goes. What? Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention, and then I rocketed into the air. Did I get portaled? My tier list. 1, Excalibur Umbra. 2, Excalibur Umbra. 3, Excalibur Umbra. Well, you get the idea, Keck. I think you misspelt Protea, but that's okay. Sorry, that was my portal. Please do it again. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Please yeet me into the stratosphere. Let's definitely keep going. I need many men.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Okay, you got it. Let's do this. Let's kick it into 12th gear. Hey, Stebbles, if you're still there, I want you to know... Yo! No, hang on. Oh! It won't let me. That's good fun. Stebbles, I want you to know that if you need your guitar restrung ever, I am now a professional. I'll polish your frets for you. I'm gonna rub that lemon oil deep into the fingerboard. I'm gonna get at your frets with some steel wool, make them shine. And then I'm gonna restring that bad boy like a pro. I'll make this happen for you. Oh look, probs wouldn't hurt to do sometime soon, mate. Mate, listen. My own guitar needs some love. Desperately. You know what? I'm going to get her out today and give her a look over. She's hurting for some love. But it feels good. I've been hanging out to do more stuff with my hands, and this is just the tonic I needed. Lay down a nice guitar on my desk and make her feel good again.
Narc.
Alright, I just need men so I can bale fire. That's all I need in my life. Alright, I'm gonna say this is enough men. Ooh, yeah, quick shot. So are we grabbing energy? Yes, we can. Also, I didn't realize just how shield Lord HILDRYN was. Yeah. She is the shield, to which all other shields will be judged. Alright, this is good. I can deal with this. Alright, let me get the energy, please. She's just gonna slide into the piece here. Become fully slid. Give me your energy, sir. Good, 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 good. HILDRYN is literally the shield maiden. Literally! Yo, 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 yo. Saved it. Liturgically? Is that legal detergent? Oh, does Balefire stay active when you come out of the fall? That's cool if it does. Let me just slurp up some juice, please. You love to see it. So do you have to have a charge direct hit to get energy back? I think the answer is yes. Maybe. Alright, I think I'm getting into a rhythm here. Yeah. Yes, charge direct hit needs to get energy back. Right. Boom. Sir, please. Where is he? Cease to exist! Yo, though. Beautiful, if true. Multi-shot is big with that augment. Don't worry, we got multi-shot. Coming out the wazoo and 12 other places the doctors don't want to talk about. No! I just yeeted that mower into his friend. You'll love to see it. Alright. Now we're pogging. You can always have more. Which multi-shot augments, mods have I missed? His sliding? His pogging? You'll love to see it. Tool guide voice, and we're pogging, To your left, you'll see we're pogging.
My ambulance. What have they done to her? Fix this.
Not big range on this lord. I'll let you hack into my systems any day. Thank you for the hydrate steps. We'll get moist in a second. Yeah, it's not gonna hit. Alright, it's time for moisture. Galvanized diffusion from the arbitration rewards. Ah! Alright, that's good to know. I was thinking more Richard Simmons voice. And we're pogging and we're... Hang on, Richard Simmons. Who is that? Who is that? Hang on, what about... What about Jurassic Park's John Hammond? The voice you're now hearing is pogging. Spared no expense. The 80s exercise dude. What about Dolph Lundgren? And we're pogging. I don't do Dolph Lundgren very good. Flip on your back and get ready for stomach crunches. We'll do 5 different hand positions. Shoulder width. Are you ready? Welcome to Jurassic Park. White guy with a fro. Ooh, yes, I know who you're talking about. What a guy. What about Bob Ross's voice? And we're parking. Just like that. Isn't it beautiful? We got a happy little... No, he's southern, isn't he? We got a happy little park here.
Reinforcements available.
One more.
Do you choose to
Do one more.
continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
I think I need to do some exercise videos 80s style. Sean Connery pogs? Frankly, my dear, I'm pogging. Who else we got? Matthew McConaughey? Alright. I'm pogging. Warp 1, pog. That's it. I'm releasing an album that's just moderate to poor impressions of celebrities pogging. Jack Black. I'm a little nervous to do that one, I gotta be honest. How we do it? Like, step off! Pogging! Pogging! Something like that, maybe? I played Warframe today, and now I'm really pogging! Pretty much, yeah. That'll do it. This is going to be a great VOD. What am I seeing up here? What is this? Pressure point? Yo, this man... I require you to no longer exist? Beautiful. You'll love to see it. You ever seen a direct hit before? Yeah, okay, that's definitely getting energy back. A decent amount. At the very least, it keeps us neutral. keeps us at a deficit. Sir? Hey Stebbs, how's the mic volume, by the way? And just general mic quality? Alright, 2 more to go. Heard Jack Black in the new Psychonauts game. Didn't realize it was him. What? Yeah, sounds pretty good. Yeah, you like that. Jack Black was in Psychonauts 2? As who? He does good work there. Certainly not as low end as I thought it would be. I'm not even EQing out. Well, I don't have an EQ on at all. So I mean, you can make it really low end, but like it's got the potential for it. But it's not as like you know the sound that Kluger hates, where the bog standard SM7B streamer goes for ultra radio compression and it's gross. We're not doing that, hopefully. Yo, no EQ and it sounds like that. Pretty solid. Yeah, I know, right? It's compressed. That's it. I gotta say, this thing is remarkably even. It's... oh, man. It's a whole thing. He's the Psy King. Performs the song Cosmic. He's the... oh, shit! I got to, I'll have to play that section again. I had no idea. Rode NT1. So up here is the NT1A, and I've had that for years. It's a great mic. But you know, as you probably know, my NT USB, which I used for videos, just because it was easier, because a USB mic is, you know, just very simple to set up. It died recently, like flat out. So I figured I'd you know, finally spend some money and get something real nice. So this is a Shure SM7B, which is, I mean, it's an excellent mic and it's been around for years, but it's sort of infamous at the moment as the expensive streamer mic. But all that aside, it is actually an incredibly good mic. I've re-recorded a bunch of vocals on some work in progress songs that I've got going right now, and it's like night and day. Not to say that the Rode NT1A isn't good, but this is just, it's so easy to use. Thank you for all the clips, by the way, guys. Clips are the lifeblood of the channel, so I appreciate that. What you got there? Another pressure point? Lewd if true. You ever seen a man pound down on an ambulance? What is it called? It's not an ambulance. Ambulance, maybe. Do you still get the energy bonus if you're full charge on a shield? Yes, ambulance, thank you. Bam bam, ambulance. You want me to call the wambulance? Yeah, I think you still get energy back even if you're pounding a shield. That seems like an oversight, and I love it. Alright, I've unlocked HILDRYN. I get it now. You actually get more energy back if it's a nullifier shield? What? We've found the tonic to nullifier shields. She can't keep getting away with this. Is that hitting? Yeah, if anyone is the hard counter to nullifiers, it's HILDRYN. Or maybe Nidus too. Nidus is the hard counter to everything. Nidus just is a hard counter. Rock hard. Alright, let's get out of here, squad. We've proven our point.
Or continue fighting? That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Let's actually go. There it is, the squad hanging out. Magnificent pageantry. Automatic and beam guns burn down nullifier shields easily as well. Ooh, beams. Beams, baby. Alright. Next time. Alright? Put it in your calendar. Lock it in. But for now. Ooh, baby. It's about to get very interesting. You know what? I've warmed to her. See you on YouTube's. I'll see you. I've warmed to her aesthetic too. I'm down for it. Yo, man, she puts the thick structure to shame. I know. Look, still much love for the thick structure, but this is the thick mum structure.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Alright, guys. I'm gonna leave you there. Thank you very much for joining me on the last stream for a while. Don't worry, I'll keep you posted via Discord and the YouTube community tab for when the stream may come back. I'll give you all details then, after I've hashed out the details. But for now, I'll see you on YouTube. We're still gonna pog out, don't you worry about that. I read the comments. I will reply to as many as I can. Still gonna have a good old grand old time. Thanks for the stream. See you around. Thank you, the Shadow Wyvern, for being here. Hypersectomy, Python, everyone. Alright. Cut the music. Oh, the chat still isn't updated. Rude. See you, Space Cowboy. Vaya con Dios.